children, good morning. Welcome back to our English session. Hope you all understood my previous video. Yes, do you remember what's the previous video? Yes, good. So in my previous video I have sent you one animated video. That's it. That is the story of, do you remember? Yes. So that is Children at Work. Okay, Children at Work, and it was the story of a small boy and girl. Okay, and that boy name was Velu. Actually, that boy was 11 years old. Okay, and he ran away from the home. Okay, because of his father. His father gave him some trouble, so he ran away from the home. Okay, and then Jaya is a small girl who was picking the rubbish. Okay, so this story is about this boy Velu and the girl Jaya who helped him. Okay, yes children, I hope you all understood this story by that animated video. Even though here I am just read these lines to you, so you can match these reading with that animated video and you can easily understand. Okay, so that I am here to read it for you. You just match it with that picture and understand it. Yes. Children at Work. When the Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai Central, it took Velu some time to get off. When he finally stood on the platform, his legs felt wobbly as if he was still on a moving train. So when the Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai, so now he reached Chennai. Okay, he travelled by train and now he reached Chennai. Oh, out of the way, a porter went by with a loaded trolley. Velu jumped aside. He sat on a bench on the platform, putting his small bundle down. In all his 11 years, he had never seen so many people except once a year at the fair in his village. People walked by bumping into him with their suitcases. A voice announced something on a loudspeaker. Near him, a group of people sat on their luggage, looking at a TV hanging from the roof. The noise was terrible. Velu put his head down on his knee, feeling miserable and exhausted. He had run away from his village 2 days ago. For 2 days he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and piece of jaggery. In his bundle he carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. He had walked for most of the first day to Kannur and then got on the train to Chennai. So you underline that, Kannur. Okay, to Chennai. Velu had no money for a ticket, but luckily the ticket collector didn't come to the unreserved compartment. He had tried to sleep on the floor near the door. A group of men next to him had played cards and shouted all night. Yes. So here what we saw. So Velu is a small boy who ran away from his home. Okay. Actually 2 days before he came from the home. For the past 2 days he didn't eat anything. He just ate only some peanuts. Okay, peanuts and jaggery, and he had a bundle with him. So in that bundle he had a shirt, towel. Okay, he had a shirt, towel and comb. Okay, so when here these are the things what he had with him and why he reached the Chennai. Okay, so when he came to that platform, so usually you know how the Chennai Central will be. It will be very crowded. Okay, so but Velu was from a village. Okay, so in the village there will not be like this. So he is excited to see that crowd because in his village and all, during that festival and only he can see that much of people. Okay, but in Chennai and all regularly there will be a crowd. So he was astonished, and then he used to sat on a bench. There will be some bench for the resting, no, for take rest. Okay, so he just sat there, and he just here he's just recalling. So 2 days back he came to that Kannur. By walk he came to Kannur. From there he caught the Chennai train. Okay, and he was unable to take ticket because he had no money. Okay, so luckily he also escaped from the ticket collector, because the ticket collector didn't come to the unreserved compartment. Okay, he just checked only in the reserved compartment. The ticket collector didn't come to that unreserved compartment. So luckily Velu escaped from that ticket collector. Okay, and even in the train he was very tired, so he tried to sleep, but there were some person near him. They were they were playing cards. Okay, so they made some noise, so he was unable to sleep. Okay, this is the way how he traveled to Chennai by train. Okay, yes. Hey, what? New to town? Hey, called out a rough voice. Velu opened his eyes. There were a lot of people standing around, but nobody was looking at him. Here, hey! He turned around. Behind him was a girl around his own age, wearing a long banyan that came down to her knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish, and she had a huge sack on one shoulder. She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor and stuffing them into her sack. Why is she calling me? Thought Velu. And why is a girl wearing a banyan? So here, Velu hearing a rough voice. Hey, are you new to town? Like that he heard some voice. So he just opened his eyes and see there were some people, but they are not looking at him. Okay, they just talking among themselves. And again he heard a voice, hey. So he just turned back. That time he saw a girl of his age. Okay, a girl of his age, and then they have described that girl. Okay, how she was. She was wearing a banyan, and she had a sack in her shoulder, and her hair is stiff. So like that they were describing that girl. And Velu is looking at the girl. Why this girl is calling me, and why she is wearing the banyan? Because in village and all, even the baby children never won't wear that banyan like that. Okay, they used to wear some other dress. Is it? So it is new to Velu. So he is thinking, why this girl is wearing this banyan? No need to stand stupidly. What's your name? Velu muttered. Velu looking away. So Mr. Velu, said the girl, looking at his bundle. Run away from home? So he's just Velu is just looking that girl. She is telling, no need to look like this, no need of shock reactions. What's your name? Like that she asked. So Velu is replying, Velu. Okay, and by seeing his bundle, he had a bundle with him, no, Velu. So by seeing that, the girl is asking, are you run away from home? Like that she was asking. Velu didn't answer. He didn't want to tell some strange girl what he had done. He had run away because he couldn't stand his father beating him for one more day. His father would snatch away all the money Velu and his sisters earned and spend it on drink. And so Velu is not replying. That girl was asked, or you came out from the home, like that the girl asked. But Velu is not replied anything. He was thinking, she is a strange girl. Why should I tell all my details to that girl? Like that he was thinking. And to himself, he just thinking about that. Why he was ran away from the home. Okay. Why means his father is a drunken. So his father always used to beat him. And he just snatched all the money, whatever he and his sister earned, and his father spent all the money on drinks. Okay, so that Velu came out from the home. Don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you. So what are you going to do here? Become rich? So this girl is telling, don't think, if you not say, I don't know, like that you don't think, because in this place there are many children like you. Okay, so what are you going to do? What's your plan? Are you going to become a rich person? Like that the girl was asking. She sat down next to him. Velu shifted away slightly. So the girl is sitting near to Velu. Velu is a little bit shy, and so he is moving a little. He felt hunger pinching him and pressed his stomach with a grimace. Hungry? Asked the girl. You won't get food by sitting here glumly, making faces. I can find some if you want. So the girl was sitting near to Velu. No, the time Velu felt very hungry, so he just touched his stomach. So hungry, no. So he just touched his stomach. He do some reactions. So the girl found, oh, you are hungry. If you sit like this, you can't get any food. If you want food, I will show you a way. If you are interested, like that, the girl was telling. She picked up her sack and started to walk away. Velu stayed on the bench. What should he do? Should he follow this girl? Where was she going to take him? She was disappearing into the crowd. So he had to make up his mind quickly. All right, he decided. Anyway, I have no idea where to go. He jumped up and ran after her. She wasn't even looking back to see where he was. So the girl called him, no? The girl just called him, and she moved from that place. Okay, Velu was thinking, can we go with this girl or not? Where will she take me? And what to do? Like that he was thinking. Even though there is no other way, we have to follow the girl. Like that he decided, and he just started to move away from the place. He caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. Smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, making his head spin. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. Velu kept hesitating, and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. What do you think you are doing, grazing cows? If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at Central Station and the traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? They walked along the side of the road under some huge signboards. Velu looked up at the pictures. Banyans, courtiers, pins, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant. So what happened? So now both of them, both Velu and the girl left the station, and they were standing in the road to cross the road. Okay, but actually Velu is from village, is it? So in the village and all, there will not be that much traffic. But here in Chennai, it will be very crowded. So they were waiting for to cross the road. But as there were many vehicles, they are not unable to cross. So Velu was just standing, but the girl just dragged him to the other side, and she was asking, why do you stand like this? Do you think how to cross? Like she just scolded something. Okay, and at that time they were seeing some signboards. Okay, there will be some name boards in front of the shops. So there were some name boards. So some name boards were there. Velu is looking at the name board, but he was unable to read because it was in English. Velu doesn't know English. Okay, so he just look at the boards. See, this is the picture. See how they cross the road. It is very traffic. Okay, so Velu was unable to cross the road. The girl was helping him. Yes. The girl turned onto a wide bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. Under him, the road ran into the city. In the distance, he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. So the girl turned to a wide bridge. So the girl is going to the bridge. Okay, that time Velu just stand there and looking down. Okay, so there were a city and some buildings. Okay, he is new to Chennai now, so he was just looking everything, what is there, like that he was looking. See that big building with the wall around it. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed at a huge building. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign, Central Jail. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught, that's all. What does she mean? Velu wondered. Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with the sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? The things, bottles, peppers. Velu wondered what she was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and Velu's bare feet burned. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to shade, walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? So here, what they are doing? The girl just taking him to the towards that food where there was a food. Okay, that time he just thinking where we are going. So it was there. It was written in the Tamil. Okay, Central Jail, like that. It was written in Tamil. So by seeing that, Velu is asking, why are you bringing me here? I didn't do anything. Why you bring me here? Like that he was asking. For that, the girl also replying something, and then on the way they were seeing all the things, and it is the morning time only, but it was very heat, so Velu was unable to walk in that road, okay, because he had no slippers. His feet was bad, so he felt it is difficult to walk, and the girl also going very fast. He can't follow him. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. Sri Rajarajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam, read Velu. Slowly. A sign with letters made of flowers said, Groom J.V. Vinayakan, Bride Rani. Velu started at the big cars parked outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and roses tapped onto it. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly and stuck it in her hair. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and the people inside. So, what they do? So, now they were walking for a long time, nearly 1 hour they walked. So, now they reached a place. Okay, it was a Rajarajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. So, there it was a mahal. It was a mahal, okay, marriage hall, okay. So by seeing that the name board and all written there, the bride and bridegroom name were written there. So Velu was seeing all the things, okay. Many cars were parked there, and one car was decorated with the flowers. The girl just take one flower and kept in her hair. Okay, so Velu is asking, are we going to have our food here? Like that, by seeing a hall, there was a hall, many people were inside that hall. By seeing that hall, Velu is asking, are we going to eat here? Okay, yes. Hopes, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. She led him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. 2 goats were standing on the pile, fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed around their legs. There was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. Here is your food. Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftovers? Che, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food here. Here's some more, catch. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. Distaste means a dislike, without interest. Okay. So Velu asked, are we going to have a food here? Like that he asked, So the girl just take him to the backside of the mahal. Okay, there was a big garbage, and already two sheep were there. Okay, already two. Yes, there was a big garbage bin overflowing. Two goats were standing on the pile. So there was a garbage. Already two goats were standing there and fighting for the food. And there were a lot of flies, house flies. Okay, and the house flies just buzzed. They make that noise. No, they were house fly, and there was a smell. Okay, bad smell, and she just. Searched in that and took one banana and give it to Velu. This is your food. By seeing that, Velu was shocked. What is this? Are we going to eat this rubbish thing? And like that he asked, and that girl also replying, don't think like that. I take only the good one. Okay, that is banana means that was a full banana with peel. Okay, so and then the full thing only I take. I won't take the damaged one, like that the girl was replying, and she also took one vada from that. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you will find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. You would better eat what you get until you have your own money. Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. He gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana, which she ate herself. It's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I am going. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Then she walked off. Velu panicked. He realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after her again. Hey, he called. He did not even know the girl's name. Hey, what's your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. She stopped and turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name. Jaya, I am not following you. What then? Who got your food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Come if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home to get another one. So here what happened? The girl gave one banana and the vada from that rubbish things to the boy. Velu first hesitated to eat that, even though his stomach squeezed him. He was hungry, so the hungriness made him to eat that. Okay, so still he was hungry. Little bit he was okay, but still he was hungry because he didn't had anything for last 2 days. Okay, still he was hungry, and there is no other food. There is one more vada which the girl ate for herself. Sorry, one more banana which the girl ate for herself. Okay, so the girl is telling, if you need more, you have to stay here till the lunch, because now they have completed only their breakfast. Okay, morning breakfast. Okay, if you need more food, you should stay here till the lunch, till they finish their lunch. Like that the girl said, and she said, if you want, you stay here. I have some work. I am leaving. Like that the girl said and moved. But Velu was thinking, if we left her here, if she left here, we don't have any other idea. We don't know where to go, what to do, nothing we know. So it's better we follow that girl. Like that he thought, and he started to follow her. And he asked her name. She also replied as Jaya. Okay, and Velu asked her, where are you going? For that she replied, my bag is full, so I am going home to take another bag. Like that she said. Yes. Jaya and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour, until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. We are in Triplicane now. See, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. So now they started to walk, and they are walking for half an hour. And the girl is telling, now we are in Triplicane. Actually, that area is very rubbish, and Buckingham Canal, that is very dirty, and Velu was very, how to say, he was not interested to go there, but there is no way, so he is going. Velu stabbed. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood and plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Let's go. So now they reached Jaya's home. Actually, that is a dirty area. Velu doesn't like that. And the areas were near the canal, which was dirty. There were some huts. Okay, and the hut was not good. It was made up of some steel sheets and tires, some other materials. Okay, and it was not good. It was very damaged. It may fell down at any time. Like that, buildings were stirred, that huts were stirred. So Velu is asking, is this your house? I didn't see this kind of houses earlier. In our village and all, we are having only mud house. Like that, he was telling. And then Jaya went inside her home, and she took one empty sack and she is telling, let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. Shove means a push. Okay, at least help me now. Here wear this and come with me. So the girl is telling, Jaya is telling, you just help me. You just come with me, like that she was telling. She threw him a pair of old shoes without lace and pushed a sack and a stick into his hand. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to grass. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms? There are no farmers here. We are rag pickers. Rag pickers? See my sack full of things I collected. Collected? From where? asked Velu. From rubbish bins. Where else? You collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. Hey, blockhead. It's not any rubbish, only paper, plastic, glass, such things. We sell it to Jam Bazaar Jaggu. So what here? So the girl is telling to Velu, you just help me, like that she told, and she gave her an old shoe without lace and a sack and then stick. Okay, Jaya was giving it to Velu and telling him to help her. Okay, but Velu was confused. What she is telling, what she mean, what work can I do with these things, like that he was thinking. Because in his village, she was trained only the weeding and taking cows out to grass. So like farming. So Velu was familiar with the farming work, but here he don't like these rubbish things. Okay. So Velu is asking the girl, is there any farms? I know the farming works well. So is there any farms, like that Velu was asking. For that the girl is replying, farm. Here are no farms and there is no farmers here. We are rag pickers. Okay, rag pickers. That means the person who is picking the rubbish things from the garbage. Okay, wasted things. And she is telling, we just collect this, what you are having in this sack, like that Velu is asking. For that she replied, I have some plastic bottles, papers, like that I have. Whatever I collected from the garbage. Okay. Velu was puzzled. And the girl is telling, we just collect these things from the garbage and we just sell it to Jaggu Bazaar. Okay. Jam Bazaar, Jaggu. Jambazar, Jaggu. Velu was puzzled. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anyone want to buy rubbish? So here he is confused. Usually people just throw the rubbish things in the dustbin, garbage bin. But who will buy these rubbish things? Like that he was confused. Who is Jambazar Jaggu? Why is he buying all this? You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Jaya poked at him with her stick. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Don't just stand there posing big hero. I'm trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? So what happened? So here Velu was very confused to see all these things, because in village he lived in a good house, and he did some farming works, so something which is good. Okay, to see these rubbish things he was not interested. What is this? Why it is like this? Like that he was confused. Okay, but the girl is telling, if you want food, you should do this only. You are having no other way. Okay, anyway, morning I gave you food, is it? Who gave you food in the morning? I only gave you the food. Okay, so that means you should help me, no? So you just do it till you get another job. Like that the girl was telling. And she also telling, by hearing all these things, Velu was shocked and he didn't move from the place. So the girl was telling, you just come fast. Why are you giving pose and stand like a hero? You just come fast. If anybody go before us, we can't get anything. Okay, so you just come fast. Like that the girl was calling. Velu scratched his head and sighed. I will do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. So Velu was not interested to do that, but there is no way. He don't know anyone and he don't know what to do. So he is with unwillingly he is accepting that, and he is thinking, okay, till I get a better job, let me do this one. Like that he accepted that. Okay children, that's all the story. Okay. Yes, have you all understood this story? Yes. What you understood from this? What you learned from this? Yes. So there are some children doing like this work. Okay. So that children may not have the family, and like Velu, they may escaped from their parents. Okay. So these people were doing this work. Okay. Just imagine, even a small children are doing this work. Is this good? No. So the children also should obey the parents, and they should not move from the house. So if they moved from the house, the outside they don't know anything, so they don't know how their future will be. I said, see, this is the way the story is given to us, and see, they have given about the village and city also. So in village it is a peaceful life. So village gives a peaceful life, and there are many farmers, and there is no smoke, there is no pollution, so it's a good life. So when we come to the city, it is not like that. Okay, so there are a lot of rubbish things, and there is no farmers. See how the Velu is struggling here to work. I said, yes children, this is the story. You just go through it and complete your worksheet. I hope you all understood. You just go through it. Okay. Yes, let's meet in our next session. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.